We need a little darkness to appreciate the light. I'm sitting at my kitchen table, working my way slowly through my liquor cabinet. Right now, I'm working on a Fifth of Southern Comfort with a tumbler and a bucket of ice. I'm drinking with my friends. Brian is here, and Jay, and even Alex. Before he went even crazier than me. Yeah, I know they ain't real, but in my highly drunken state, I simply don't care. We're all just sitting around joking, cutting up, like the old days, before everything went to shit. In the middle of the table is a full bottle of my meds. I got them filled this morning, and I plan to use every single one of them tonight. I don't want anyone else to suffer or die because of me. I know it's all my fault. My friends are dead because of me. But I really don't want to think about that right now. I just want to spend my last night on Earth drinking with my buddies. The more I drink, the more my emotions start to spiral. When Jay, as usual, asks me what's wrong, I tell him nothing. Everything is fine. But I can see a scarlet flower blooming on his shirt. And I remember that's exactly where Alex shot him. Tears are now flowing down my face as Alex tells some corny joke we've all heard 1,000 times. And as I listen to him, I can see thin, bloody lines growing on his shirt, where he forced me to stab him. And I realize the entire time we've been sitting here, he's been playing with that damn knife. I tell him how sorry I am for all the trouble I caused. Alex and Jay look at me as though they have no idea what I'm talking about. Brian. He cocks his head to the side and looks at me as if puzzled. My hands are shaking as I reach for the bottle of pills, opening it and taking a few into my mouth. I just gulp from the bottle now. I'm up to the tequila. Tim, do you honestly think that all of this was your fault? We all had major flaws, or he couldn't have gotten to us. Hell, we were marked from conception. All of us. You have nothing to feel bad for. I pop another handful of pills into my mouth, followed by a long pull from the bottle. As I watch Brian pull up his hood and pull down the familiar frowny face mask, becoming the damn hooded man I pushed from a window. My vision's beginning to blur. Brian reaches across the table and squeezes my hand. He snags the tumbler from in front of me, adds ice, and pours from another bottle. He raises his mask to right below his nose and takes a sip. Tim, I hope when the time comes you'll join me. We could still be best friends, always together, like brothers. I can hear the longing in his voice, and it's ripping me apart. I'm trying, man. I'm kinda confused by this, but way too fucked up to really care. I shrug it off and look around at Jay and Alex, who seem to be slowly fading away, leaving me and Brian alone together. Another handful of pills and a few more sips to wash them down, and I need another bottle. At this point, I'm openly crying now, begging Brian to forgive me. He just looks at me, as there ain't nothing to forgive. Matter of fact, I've never been happier. But there is one thing missing. What's that? Having the one person in which we can that makes my life. His voice is very low, and I'm having a very hard time understanding what the hell he's talking about. I'm really starting to feel the effects of my OD and alcohol poisoning now. My body's all numb and tingly, but it feels nice. Most at peace I've been in a while, or maybe ever. So I just keep going. I finish off the last of the pills, and a few more swallows of booze. I have no idea what I'm drinking now. I have to ask him. Why don't you hate me? Why would I? You are my best friend. I just hope you can forgive me for what's next. Forgive you for what? Keeping me company as I choose to end my own life. No, this won't be the end. Not if you don't really want to. He says all that rather cryptically, and I turn my head to the right and see something that almost stops my heart. The masked man, my alter ego or other personality or whatever the hell you want to call it. His voice is somewhat deeper and rougher than mine, more like a growl than actual words. Like, run from me. 'cause you ain't me and I'm me. I tried to protect your friend. I've always tried to protect you. I only have your best interest at heart. Had, not have. I got rid of you. I shout at him and he slowly fades away, leaving only the mask behind on the table in front of me. I take the last few sips in the bottle and toss it into the trash next to me. Snagging another, I open it and take a large gulp. I reach out and run my fingertips over the smooth surface of the mask. I seem to get small bursts of static in my head as my hand makes contact with it. But I kind of blame it on the drugs and the booze. At least I'll slip out of this world peacefully, which is a whole lot better than how I lived in it. I say that mainly to myself. I pick the mask up and study it intently, thinking how beautiful it is while at the same time how very ugly. Brian takes another sip of his drink. The ice in his glass rattles against the sides, getting my attention. His head is cocked to the side, and it seems, even with the mask on, I'm pretty sure he's staring at me. Well, right on. I shake my head hard. Hell no! Nothing good ever happens when I put that damn thing on. Man, you couldn't even stand up right now. Let's hurt some. Let's go ahead. See how it feels to actually choose to put it on. I do as he asks. And it feels good. Actually, it feels better than good. It feels right. Like this fucking thing was made for me. A second skin. Fitting perfect over my cheeks and my chin. This ugly, awful, beautiful thing. I pull it up a bit and I try to take the last sip from my bottle. The world goes dim and my vision tunnels into darkness. I can kinda hear Brian talking to me, but he sounds very far away and muffled. I know the end. I'm finally ready. I feel like my head feels like someone dropped a 2-ton boulder on it. I groan and try to open my eyes. The other voice in my head is screaming at me to fight, and this time I listen. I struggle to open just as a loud burst of static fills my brain, and I see flashbacks of my childhood. Someone is speaking directly into my head, it seems.
Do not fear me, child. I know you better than you know yourself. I have always been with you to guide and protect you.
I am absolutely calm at this moment. I feel nothing but warmth and power emanating from this very familiar voice. It seems as if I've been hearing it my whole life.
I believe you know my other child.
I slowly crack my eyes open, and to my very pleasant surprise, there stood Brian, safe and sound. Only, as the hooded man, he has his hand out to me. I take it. He pulls me up and embraces me like a long-lost brother.
With a real family. With a life better than you ever thought possible.
Asks the being I have spent my entire life running from. What do you want in return? I ask, knowing good and well nothing in this life is free.
Only that you belong to me.
Finally, at this point, Brian decides to speak up. It's actually pretty great, Tim. He tells me while bouncing from foot to foot like an excited little kid, you simply do what the master asked. We have no other words. He takes very good care of us. And that, my friend, sounds too good to be true.
Timothy.
The voice inside
Let me speak to the other side of you, if you please.
I can't control that.
But I can.
The words in my mind, it feels like suddenly my brain tearing itself apart. I feel a warm liquid running over my mouth and chin as my nose begins to bleed. I find it very strange that I can hear them both talking, but I can't actively participate in the conversation. Brian puts a comforting hand on my shoulder.
Could you serve me?
That fucking thing asks me. I get to come out whenever I want. I say this kinda skeptically.
Yes. And do all the things he won't let you do. You see, I know all about you. You are the dark one, the ruthless one, and I could definitely use someone with your considerable talents. But you will serve me well, or you both most certainly will die. Do Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Yes. What?
Yes. Yes. I can't fucking believe this. He agreed. He actually agreed. I look over and see my friend. He's alive. I'm happier than I've ever seen. He's begging me now. Hope. Please, renounce your old life. Start again with me. I don't want to be alone anymore. I need you with me. Master is very kind. Almost fatherly. We do a very good thing. We make the world a better place. Safer. He's pleading with me, trying to convince me. But really, I feel like I was always supposed to be here with them. Like this. I accept. And I say that as quickly as I can before I can change my mind. The tall, faceless thing turns to look at me.
Are you sure? Because once you accept, the only way out is death.
Yes. I say as I nod my head sharply.
Kneel before me. Do you offer me your life and loyalty? Forever, from this moment forth, you will bear my mark. It will be a sign to all that you belong to me.
And with that, a long tendril snaked its way into my open shirt to rest directly over my heart. Scorching sensation buries its way under my skin, and I scream in pain and black out. As I come to, Brian is kneeling beside me. I can feel his worry, but also his extreme happiness. And it makes me feel happy too. I struggle to sit up, and he puts a hand on my shoulder and helps me into a sitting position. I take a few deep breaths, steady myself, and try to stand. As if reading my thoughts, he helps me to my feet and pulls me into a hug. I pull down my mask, pleased with how it feels. After I'm steady on my feet, I realize he hasn't let go of my hand yet. And just like we did as kids, we start to walk away, hand in hand together. Welcome home, brother. Welcome home, Masky.